Well, the big question we're asking tonight is whether the Congress is at war with itself and what really is the future of this Lokpal panel. Joining us on the program tonight, we have Congress spokesperson Manish Tiwari, we have Mr. Chandan Mitra, Rajya Sabha MP from the BJP, and Justice Santosh Hegde, who's a member of the Lokpal Drafting Committee, joins us as well. Manish, to you first. Isn't there a clear dissonance between what the party is saying on one hand and what the government is saying on the other? It's clear that the party is distancing itself from the action that took place against Ramdev that night.
Well, Nidhi, we need to very clearly understand that insofar as the Congress party is concerned, we have enunciated our position very, very clearly that Mr. Ramdev was a person who had been propped up by the RSS and the Sangh Parivar. There were thousands of BJP and RSS activists, who were marshaled in order to provide the bodies to that protest. There were people who were accused of the horrific demolition of the Babri Mosque, who were present on the dais with Ramdev. And ultimately, there is a red line which has to be drawn. You cannot allow democracy to be hijacked by a mobocracy. Insofar as the action by the police is concerned, well, that falls into the administrative domain. You need to make a distinction between policy and tactics. And the policy was very clear that the red line is that we will not allow disruption and destabilization to rule the day. As to how that is implemented, whether excessive force was used or there was a provocation, the Supreme Court has issued a has taken cognizance, issued notice to the Delhi police, and obviously they will respond to that.
That's a very interesting nuance that you've made there, because you're saying that, okay, if there was force used or excessive force used, that's something that the court is going to look at. So in a sense, you have distanced yourself from the action that was taken that night.
Well, obviously, I cannot be speaking on behalf of the government, and I cannot be speaking on behalf of the Delhi police. I'm neither the spokesperson for the police or, for that matter, the spokesperson of the government. Insofar as the Congress party is concerned, we are very clear that this is an ideological struggle. This is a battle which is being fought by the RSS and the BJP by proxy. They are extremely disturbed about the fact that names of their leaders have surfaced in connection with the Samjhauta Express investigations. There is extreme amount of disturbance with regard to the Chief Minister of Gujarat, being now held complicit by senior officers in the Gujarat massacre.
Okay, so
there is the desperation of a Prime Minister in waiting. So therefore, there's a convergence of issues, which has led to this the plan of disruption being put in place.
Well, I think what Mr. Chandan Mitra will argue, Manish, is, and I'm going to come to him next, is that, are you at war with them or are you at war with yourself? It's no secret, is it, Mr. Mitra? And I'm posing that question to Manish as well, that the party wasn't happy. First, with the fact that 4 ministers, including Pranab Mukherjee, went to the airport and went out of their way to appease Baba Ramdev. And then the action that took place the other night. Manish, you as spokespersons weren't even ready to come on television for days to debate this. There was a virtual gag order.
Well, Didi, I think your information is unfortunately dated, because over the past couple of days, I was in Singapore attending the Shangri-La Dialogue. And unfortunately, if you would have had a studio out there, I would have definitely come on to your show. So there was no gag order. There was no question of not coming on a show. All of us like to come on, but you never called us.
All right, Mr. Mitra. Mr. Mitra.
No, let me just, I can only sympathize with Manish's plight. He's in a terrible situation. I hope I am never in a situation similar, because the case is so indefensible. What they have done, the brutality that was unleashed on peaceful people who were sleeping at that point of time, for no apparent reason at all. And I don't buy this line of the government and party being at loggerheads. Now look at Mr. Digvijay Singh. He has called Baba the kind of unspeakable names, and today Mr. Kapil Sibal is trying to give us a lecture on polite language. I mean, call him a thug, a fraud, what not Mr. Digvijay Singh did. He speaks for the party, he doesn't speak for the government. and it is his line that has prevailed over the government. Mr. Sibal and Mr. Digvijay Singh, hardliners in the party, sidelined the moderates and took over, and their fascistic streak became absolutely apparent in what they did. So I don't think there's any distinction to be made.
Manish,
the Congress party tries sometimes to speak with a forked tongue,
but
you
basically accuse the Congress of being fascists, Manish.
Well, Mr. Chandan Mitra unfortunately has spent a lifetime in the Bharatiya Janata Party and is not privy to the workings of the Congress Party. So therefore I sympathize and empathize with him, because if you look at it from outside, as he's been attempting to look at, and then put a spin onto it, then you come up with the kind of pathetic explanations which he's coming out with. So therefore, except for sympathy, there's nothing which I can offer him.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.